Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a cook and clean with me, but before we get started with that, I wanted to let you know that today's video is in collaboration with Emily from the channel Mama from Scratch. She also filmed a cook and clean with me video, so I will have her video linked down below as well as the link to her main channel page. I know that you all are going to love her channel. She does cleaning, decorating, she has some beautiful decorating ideas, DIYs, organization, just a lot of awesome content over on her channel. So definitely head over, watch her video, and subscribe. And if you're coming over from Emily's channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over and watching my video. If you like my videos, then definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you join. Okay, so now we're going to get into this video. Like I said, it's going to be a cook and clean with me. We're going to be doing some cleaning. I'm going to be making supper and baking a dessert. So as you can see, I started off with a little bit of cleaning, emptying the dishwasher. I don't like to bake or cook in a messy kitchen, so that's why I wanted to get that cleaned up first. And now that it's clean, I'm going to work on making a dessert. And the first thing that I did was to slice up all of these apples because I'm making an apple crisp. Before putting the apples in the pan, I just tossed them in a little bit of sugar, cinnamon, and lemon juice, and I made sure to spray the bottom of the pan with a non-stick spray before I poured them in. Set the oven to preheat at 350, and then I started mixing up the crumb topping. So the recipe is 1 cup of quick oats, but I did add a little bit extra, probably like about 1.25 cups was the total amount that I used. And then after that, I did 1 cup of packed brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then a 1/2 cup of butter softened. And then I just mix that up in there, and then make sure that you wash your hands, and then you're gonna have to use your hands to crumble it all together. And I used a little bit less butter than the recipe calls for too, just because I didn't want it to be quite as fattening. So I probably only used about 3/4 of the stick instead of a whole stick of butter. Once that is all combined into a nice crumbly topping, you're just going to put it on top of your apples. And we normally make this with peaches. This is my first time trying it with apples actually, and it turned out delicious. It was so yummy. And this is my mom's recipe that she's been using for years, and I've just continued to use it as well because it's the best crisp topping recipe. Tonight for supper, I just wanted to make something easy and quick, so I just made some sweet and sour meatballs with rice. Normally I would make some green beans to go along with this meal just to add a vegetable to it, but tonight I just did the meatballs and rice. The sweet and sour sauce for these sweet and sour meatballs is the best sweet and sour sauce that we've ever had. You definitely need to try it, and this recipe is actually from Pinterest, so I will just put a direct link to the Pinterest recipe down below just so that you can go and check it out on her website. And the recipe is actually for Crock-Pot sweet and sour meatballs, but if you forget to put it in the Crock-Pot like I did on this day, you can just cook it on the stove. I just cook the meatballs, and then once they're done cooking, I drain off the grease, and then I will just pour the sweet and sour sauce in there and just let it cook on low and simmer for a while until the sauce thickens up. While those meatballs are cooking, I'm going to get the rice started cooking, and today I'm going to be trying out this rice cooker for the first time. It was sent to me by the brand Elecholms. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is an LED touch rice maker, and you can cook other things in here besides rice. It has 16 different modes. You can cook a ton of different stuff. You can cook up to 10 cups of rice as well if you want to do rice in here, and it worked out awesome. I'm loving it so far, and they gave me a 30% off discount code for you guys, which I will have come up here on the screen, and I will also have it typed up down below as well as the link. While my food was cooking, I went ahead and cleaned out the sink, and I usually like to clean while I'm cooking in the kitchen just so there isn't such a giant mess afterwards. Let me know down below if you do that as well. And once my meatballs were done cooking, I went ahead and mixed up that sweet and sour sauce so that I could pour it into the pan to simmer with the meatballs for a little while. Here's a peek at what that apple crisp looked like after it was done baking. It turned out so good. It was perfect to use a little bit less butter and a little bit more oats. It just made the topping perfect, so yummy. And this is great to serve warm with vanilla ice cream on top. Once the food was done cooking, I went ahead and dished the boys their food so that they could get started eating. My husband had to work late on this night, so we weren't going to wait for him to eat supper because he wasn't going to get home until late because they were trying to finish up the oat harvest. And if you want to see a little peek into the farm life, I will link either here on the screen or down below the vlog that I recently did where I showed them swathing the oats and a little peek into the farm life. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's been a little while since I've done a cook and clean with me, so if you want to see more cooking and baking videos in the future, be sure and give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!